find the grab well here. Devi's going to sit. And then Wood's going to take first contact with Device tucked in the corner. It's a 2 for 2. Forsaken buys his time, opts to double back. There's no plant yet.
No, they've got enough time though. They want to try to pivot to B, but these 1v1s being taken are awkward. Forsaken loves the trade. Brings it to the 2 versus 2. And in the meantime, Patman had been making his way over towards this B site. It's going to be awkward for Team Heretics on this reclear. There's so many positions that these last 2 players could be tucked into, but they opt for the double halls, play together.
Of course, Patman dubs as the handler for this PRX team. He's a tight leash on them. And deals with Miniboo as he tries to approach from B long. It's on Boo. Now they know he's here. The Horde reveals his location. And the IGL now needs to make a play for Horde. He knows what the setup is, but he has to face it. Smoke out on them, but they're going to try and follow this Raise Util in. Miniboo has a swing. Something gets ahead of it. Rien's though able to follow up on the grab well, and now will take up this position of boxes. And that's stunning stuff for Rien's. Just what the doctor ordered. Forsaken he is out of the game essentially. How do we break back in?
Threaten that to open things up. Here comes that double satchel. In the push. Oh, he can't be getting that.
Oh, there's more where that came from, Wyatt. Devi's having to deal with Benji. And now you're trapped if your Rien's in A main. He's only good for the 1. Miniboo needs to try and find a way into the game, but he's at risk of being crunched on here as Forsaken gets the spike down. Clock is ticking for Miniboo, and eventually he'll be stuck out of position. It's on Boo. Stuck here for Flowers, and there's not a whole lot to be done. He clears the Razor Vine though, so there's an option for Boo to spring forth should he need to, but he's sat here with the Bucky. It's an awkward line to be on. Patience for Boo. He's going to get shot up through the wall though. Benji can't hold mid, only finds his 1. And now from Tower, Heretics have to make the play. He's headed over towards Art. Surely he doesn't wrap on this player. Benji's about to get real busy, folks, and he's dodged the rockets. However, Patman handles him. Once again, playing through these smokes though. Boo slows the pace down, and the shots have been good enough to make it something in Forsaken verse 3.
Who's next?
Boot is slowly flanking. Nebula drops, but the ultimate is...
Forsaken's going to anchor here behind his Nebula. Information though is kind of out of date about where Heretics could be coming from, but now a bit more of an inkling. Is he going to push this? Something handles it there from A main, and Forsaken does his job. It's about to get messy, folks. Strap in. There's the ping. The Horde sees 2 Jing with the spray. Boo is down in dugout. Something tries to emerge behind the flash, and Wood is caught with Util in his hand. There is something. Emerging. I'll call a cancel. Yep, he's in dugout. Wood is ready for him. That might be a little bit audacious, even for PRX. Miniboo tries to hold it off. Angle Jing is just a little better. The guy is running roughshod over the defenders, and Benji's going to get caught on a timing, most likely. Forsaken just rips him a new one. And Boo again, hands out wide, says, what do you want me to do?
The Wii players are spotted by the dimensional drift from something. He still gets out of it in secret.
Something's happy to wait and bide his time here.
Patman going to double up with him as well. Something wants to get some early spam.
All this Util not opening the side up enough. Miniboo's going to go for it. He's able to find 2. And that's the best Heretics have looked this game. And it's something lurks amongst the shadows. That's a bloody good timing, at least for 1. Devi, what a shot! Boo just runs into it. We can deal with him at least. Player advantage for PRX though.
That is a late swing, but a crucial kill from Wu. Benji, can he catch a timing? He would have to be the 1 for Heretics right now to save them, to get this pistol round, keep them in the game.
Looks good. Jing, however, inching around the corner. It's a very low health Wood that's able to dispatch him. Now we've got a God's Honest 2 versus 2, and here's Forsaken, gets the spike loose. It's up to Benji. Prowler, play from behind it. Patman sees his quarry. Not quite ready to finish the job. 35 seconds left in the round. Patman holds his ground.
White hot.
That could be the last of the game, but there is a stack on the B side. Patman, though, takes that one for the team. Forsaken finds his, and then PRX realizes action elsewhere. Jing's going to start filtering up through Connector. He may see the second wave here from Heretics Cross.
He's going to try to swing out. He will. Gets the first tap down and double swing. Forsaken follows in on Miniboo, caught on the lurk. And it's the IGL, the big brother of the team,
in the unenviable position of having to salvage an impossible situation for his team. This would be one of the nastiest losses that Heretics have suffered in quite some time. Boo here's going to try and go to work with him, but Devi shuts the book on this first map. What a way to make a statement here in Toronto.
It's Neon.
Look at this push up already from PRX on the defense side. They absolutely want to brawl. Heretics, though, have to be ready for it. But how? How do you stand against this avalanche of defenders? Wood is going to limp away from that early encounter. Here's one shot. Has to cross the mid that Devi has on lock.
Yeah, doubled up even with something, and Devi had been patiently. Without him, it's going to be much tougher. Patman wants to fight this, but the Dizzy connects late.
Macing's not there. Jing actually got off that live. But oh, hi Wingman. He needs to get ahead of it though. The Span's coming in through the smoke. Still, PRX cut down to 2. He's Forsaken with the Bucky.
Last player standing.
It's all going to be on Devi now. Benji and Woot armed to the teeth, but no plant just yet. And no Wingman to get it done for free.
They want to slow this down.
30
catch
seconds
Devi
left.
if he's pushing, but he's speaking out, and wow, he gets another. Getting towards this B side. Will Benji catch the timing?
He's got a player though coming from his left. He might not be ready for the 2 push. And there it is. Once again, PRX give as good as they get.
Rifle upgrade for Devi now as well. Woot solo. These shot darts have done tremendous damage. It's going to force out the Thrash. Can it actually get a connection? And even if it does, can anyone get a kill off of it? No.
Decent ping though on the side of PRX, but here is Forsaken with the Odin. Jing wants to try and push up. Wood is very, very low, but there's still a spike to defend now. Heretic's just going to try and hang on here. Hold on against this relentless onslaught, but Devi wraps on yellow. To assist. Benji with the curry spot, okay. Not too shabby, my friend. Holds it down admirably. That is definitely going to throw a wrench in the works for PRX, and now that lockdown will allow Devi to at least get some space. And Rienz is waiting for him.
Caught by the players who were able to just get out of that lockdown circle. Play in the corner. Credit to Benji fishing. He just wins it out straight up. 2 for 1. And then Patman was trying to anchor back yellow, but that's a position that you really can't be in alone against Team Heretics.
Jing has got very little to see. He's A side.
And they're going to want to use this Hunter's Fury with the Paranoia to get back in. This is fast. This is pacey from PRX.
Here comes the Hunter's Fury, but later as it is, but it's going to be Jing going to work with him. He's gotten in and under rafters. Something at a time. But again, it's Benji that answers that late round lurk. Woot deals with Forsaken. Jing gets his tap. He was already able to find these first 2 kills. But to expect him to make it 5, even for him, might be a little bit too much. Woot with the shoulder pick, shot through the knee. Still an adventurer, though. Boo and Benji happy just to stay entrenched. A hard fought round here for Heretics, and finally, and one away from that Viper's Pit. There's Benji again.
He's hitting. Push up. He is hitting. Patman trying to trade this. He does, but Benji gets out of the way.
Oh, this is stunning stuff. Benji Fishy. That's 3. Caught by the Paranoia, forced to give him some ground, but now the youngster has some wind in his sails.
Spike down B.
Right, Wingman is going to be thwarted in his plant attempt, but the Thrash is going to go ahead now to pave the way. Surely Jing spotted now, detained. He's got Devi to watch him. Relay Bomb comes in, a mini-boo with the slide across. Heretics in the poison walls. There's Forsaken sees this easy come his way, happy to spam through. Eventually PRX are going to have to commit. Wood has been dealt with. The Viper though, spawning the pit still at large. Jing wants to get past this now, spamming Boo's direction. He mini-boo though, dealt with. Patman is in here, sees the Viper, and there it is. The wall comes down, as does the curtain.
Noya with a recon.
Looking for their own timing, marching to the beat of their own drum, but Woot, what a stunning mosh pit there to shut him down. Devi's able to find his 2. And Benji's not in a hurry to get involved. Heretics have done well to trade up on this B site. This has drawn something in Forsaken across the map. We're going to have an advantage attack side post-plant.
This is looking highly awkward towards mid. Forsaken left on an island towards B, just wants to slowly maneuver forward. Busha
Correction.
Get this kill. What a snappy shot!
Now, have to deal with Woot, tucked in corner by yellow. Doesn't want to give himself up a Forsaken. Don't even think about the knife, son! Here comes the Thrash. Something nosy now needs to gain some altitude, but finally Benji is rewarded for his patience in the round. He's looking to take some snowman space potentially here. Wyatt,
They just do it again!
Timing doesn't pay off once more. Hunter's Fury now for Forsaken. Gets a tap on Benji. Still no plant yet.
Right here.
That Hunter's Fury just used a little bit late. Boo has gotten his way all the way into the A site, and there's more than enough time for Team Heretics to make this pivot. Yeah, Forsaken can catch a couple in mid, though.
Is he too far forward? Woot, I like the high-low setup. That is brilliant. Heretics always aware of the thrust up mid from the defenders. We've seen it all half so far. Devi has given himself away. No reason not to fully commit to this one, but there's Boo, takes him out.
And Woot that are putting up the big numbers as Minibu draws a lot of that attention on the Neon. This is fast right now from PRX, collecting 2 early.
This mid thrust here from Heretics might have fumbled. Rien's waiting. Hips in the night. Yet to leave poor, but eventually someone's going to raise anchor and get to it. Riaz gives himself away. Jing wins it out. What an ill-fated encounter for Heretics, and it's up to Boo again. Boy howdy, what a mountain he has to climb. Spike, of course, already planted. This is what you ask for PRX fans. Getting off to a good start with a pistol win here.
All they've had are good starts. They've won every single pistol. If Team Heretics could win this map without either pistol round win, that would be a in the bank. This is must win at the moment, Patman. This fight is so awkward. That's as messy as it gets.
The late paranoia comes in, but Patman definitely supported in that engagement. Something eventually that was put to bed on the B side of the map, and this has precipitated a pivot. Now with mid control, PRX can go towards A and not worry about getting caught, but it's a pump fake.
What a timing for Patman to catch, and they have Forsaken playing towards A again. They could really pivot anywhere here. It's just, we're playing TDM, who wins that out.
Patman the Viper.
This is a mental
The
realm.
stabilizing element of PRX, by the way, is just taking duels across the map. And he has opened it right on up for PRX. Miniboo has to play second fiddle now and try and make use of that mobility to cross the map. Woot is already set up in Crow's Nest, though.
It does have the wingman to actually pressure a defuse, force some people to swing out. Maybe that's a way in, find a pick.
A small gap in that smoke will be challenged. Woot has to drop down, and the spacing isn't quite there, apparently.
Listen, they've got the right stack to do it. The weapons might be decent enough. Something shut down early. They're trying to get into this side. PRX Jing is pushed up, but he can't connect.
Messy stuff. Divine Forsaken now, got to pick it up, but there is Forsaken. Quick response. And he doubles down. Oh,
He's susceptible to just one shot from it, but he's able to get out of the way, but he can't. Read by Riens. He's too smart, too aware.
Trying to get ahead of the Owl drone. Does he have a timing on Boo? Spots him out. Util in hand. Divine is divine.
You're asking about, oh my god, the early Hunter's very double connection.
Oh, that's devastating. This was the round, and Heretics were trying to shore up their half the map. Benji at least is able to lean in, intercede to find a kill. That is an awful way to start with, and he's pinged out again. He's got to give this ground up. All of the A side now belongs to PRX. Look at the timing though. Heretics trying to get in ahead of this, but Miniboo is shut down instantly. And Benji, beleaguered as he is, on all sides, guns are trained at the killjoy.
Something can swing off this with Patman. No one is going to actually be spotted by it. No, Benji caught, and there's a teleport into spawn. Disarray for Heretics.
Oh man, they're getting clowned on. This is the rifle round. They were trying desperately to bail water out of this quickly sinking boat. And they've already been cut down to 3 players, and Patman is on a timing, but there's an awareness here for Woot. He kind of knows it, and he's ready.
I was going to say, Patman, he's just in the walls at all times, but Heretics ready now. This is winnable.
Yep, something spotted out. Here comes a fast retake for Heretics. Good start. Forsaken dealt with Raptors control, assumed. Woot very sharp this round. Thrash here will look to find Divide, last standing member of PRX, and in midair he is detained.
Doesn't hit something. Here comes the lockdown.
He's going after it. By hook or by crook. Something is looking for this, and there's Patman on the lurk timing. Oh, the lockdown is popped out from under Heretics.
I can't with this guy. He's crazy.
And now Heretics know they really can't play off the site. They've got to commit. They've got to challenge this. Not too shabby there from Miniboo, but Jing deigns to descend from the ivory tower to deal with death blow to the
This is winnable. Patman's too far away.
Can he get a touch? Unreal. PRX have to be satisfied with a little bit of damage onto the Neon, but Miniboo also has that overdrive in the ready. Here's Jing again. They are never ready for Jing. From the top rope, he's able to find his... Rien's claps back now, has to drop to the side. This is good anchoring. Can he do with something? No, the shorty. More than he can deal with. And Boo laboriously will drag himself across the map to challenge this.
Planted.
Jing has just been an absolute animal on both maps. Countless first kills.
Boo here's a double swing. He's going to have to deal with it. Oh, the King's horses and men.
Something, connection. Wow, damage for damage.
Yep, they both take a hit there. Ice Fury now being deployed by Riens. What is there to find here? Comes up with nothing. Patman hears him. How is he here already? The conditioning utterly broken on the side of Heretics, and now it's up to Boo again. 30 points of health to try and slow the PRX train down, but choo-choo, baby. We have more than left the station.